Walk just a few minutes west of Borough Market and you'll escape the chaos and find a little part of London which packs in a lot of history. If you were looking for a microcosm of typical London architecture all in one place, then this might be it. But it isn't as crowded as you'd expect considering where it is. So London has these poles of activity like London Bridge and Waterloo. They're the places that you think of when you think of London. They're stressful, they're busy, they're just a lot going on. And then in between you have areas like this that is just quiet. It's so tranquil. It's perhaps known as Flatiron due to this distinctive building, but it's best characterised by a sweeping railway viaduct which provides space under the arches for cultural businesses and arts venues. They're helping transform this into one of London's newest creative districts. It's also where that Roman mosaic was uncovered a few years ago. In the Middle Ages, this area was outside the city's jurisdiction, and this lack of legal or religious oversight turned it into medieval London's hub for raucous entertainment, with attractions like bull and bear baiting, unlicensed taverns and brothels that were not permitted within the city itself. So it's an area with a long history. One of the newest additions to the neighbourhood is here on O'Meara Street. It's a building which caught my eye when passing by on a train a few months back, and I knew I had to do a video about it. Nicknamed The Scoop, a key feature is this angled conical cutout. It's reminiscent of the imprint that would be left if you placed a tin of baked beans in the snow. But up close, the pixelated brickwork here is a sight to behold, and I think the choice of white brick contrasts well with the neighbouring buildings and helps them pop. But why design a building with a huge gouge in the middle of it? When viewed from Union Street, this decision makes more sense. It's designed to draw attention to the circular stained glass window on the neighbouring Grade 2 listed church. It's a late Victorian church noted as being a simple but well executed example of the Romanesque style. While a new building here could so easily have blocked the church, the architects noted that it felt penned in, enclosed and hidden, and so the cutout helps draw attention to it. We noticed people taking pictures of the view and asked them their thoughts.
Looking at this side of it, I find it quite interesting. I'm still not sure if from an aesthetic point of view, but I like this idea of like making something new that doesn't forget about all the things that were, around before. This is something that is one of the things that I like about London, this integration of different moments in time, buildings of different moments in time.
I'm interior designer, so I think about the spaces inside the building, so you have a lot of space loss internally. We said earlier, it's a bit Marmite, like you either love it or hate it. I still don't know where I stand, but I think it's interesting, like the shape that they've selected is to clearly put emphasis on the church, on the round glass section.
Like me, Chiara also liked the choice of white bricks against red neighbours. She pointed out that this was a conscious decision reflecting the church itself. That's because it's known as the Church of the Most Precious Blood, and inside along the floor is this red strip of marble which represents blood. The white background it sits against and the white brick walls surrounding remind me of this view just outside. A nod from the architects to this church in more ways than just one. And yeah, they could have just not built a building here at all. Previously, you could see the whole front of the church from Union Street instead of just the circular window, but I wonder how many people would have noticed it at all if this was still the view. It's just so normal, and I doubt I would have done a whole video about it. This area is slowly being transformed. The Low Line is a project which is converting these old railway arches into space for businesses, and many of the area's cultural institutions are located under the railway. And in this area here, they closed the road going through here to create this lovely little square. Despite sitting just a short walk from both Borough Market and Waterloo, it's quiet and feels like a small town. I always think of London isn't a big city. London is like a collection of small towns, places that are actually quite quiet. You have your little bit of London, and you have your little cafe, and you have your little shop. The little villages within this massive city. They don't pull the tourists in, they don't have loads and loads of crowds, they're not busy, they're not stressful areas to be in, they're just nice and quiet. I came here for a building I spotted on a train passing through, but I ended up discovering another charming little corner of London that I hope I've successfully cobbled into somewhat of a passable video. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Scoop and this area in general? London has loads of places like this which sit between much busier, more well-known places, but are still packed full of interesting things to explore. So I'm hoping to turn this into more of a series exploring these kind of areas. I have a few ideas, but if there's anywhere you'd like me to explore specifically, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.